This week on I Watched This as an Adult Movie Reviews, I review the 2001 comedy Pootie Tang.
In modern-day America, the corporations run our lives. But one man is prepared to take our country back. Pootie Tang!
Pootie Tang!
This summer, meet a superhero like no other.
Pootie Tang's one bad brother, man. Pootie Tang whip your butt so bad that you can write it off on your taxes.
Since the inception of Pootie Tang's ad campaign, sales are down 30%.
He steals from me.
I want him dead.
Get that Pootie!
Man, Pootie done did it again!
Paramount Pictures presents, in association with MTV Films and Chris Rock Productions.
We got Pootie Tang in the house tonight.
A man too cool for words.
So let's listen up to the new record by Pootie Tang.
Turn that noise down!
Pootie don't need no words, don't even need no music.
You could set my body ablaze, you skinny, wonderful man.
Lance Crowther. Wanda Sykes.
Give me some more of your juicy neck bone one more time.
And Chris Rock.
Daddy?
You damn right I'm your daddy.
Pootie Tang.
You are funny, man.
Welcome to I Watched This as an Adult Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Mikkel Ford. Let's talk about Pootie Tang from 2001, shall we? Of course, we're going to get into the technical first. This movie was written and directed by Louis C.K. The budget for this movie was $7 million somehow. And it brought in not 300, but it brought in $3.3 million at the box office. Let's talk about how I saw this movie as a kid, which I totally forgot how I saw this movie as a teenager. I was a teenager at the time when I saw this movie. Pootie Tang always felt like a fever dream to me because I don't know how I saw it, but I saw it. It's like one of those movies, it's like, I saw that, and it's just like one of those movies that you forget about that you saw, and it just pops in your head randomly, or somebody talks about it. It was like, yeah, I did see that movie. That's what Pootie Tang is to me. And like, I don't do drugs, so I know I wasn't high when I saw it, but like, I know I saw it. That's all. I don't know. I remember seeing the character Pootie Tang on the Chris Rock show and thinking, oh wow, yeah, this is funny, but it's not funny enough for a whole ass movie. It's funny enough for like a 20-second skit, if that, but like they made a whole damn movie of this shit. Let's see how I feel about this movie as an adult, shall we? Let's go down this journey together. Hold my hand. Immediately, those HBO connections come in handy because somehow they get Bob Costas in this movie. The award-winning journalist, Bob Costas. I don't know how true that is, but he's been around for a long time, but I don't know how many awards he's won. I'm just assuming. He's an award-winning journalist. I'm just gonna assume. He's interviewing Pootie Tang for some reason, and they got a Bob Costas cameo, so I guess that means something. I don't know. It's to bring prestige and gravitas to this movie about Pootie Tang. I don't know. Like, I'm not even gonna talk about the plot because there isn't one. Like, in the first 2 minutes of this movie, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I literally say that out loud. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? I don't, like, we're 2 minutes in, by the way. We're 2 minutes in, and I'm confused. That should not happen in a movie. That should not happen in a movie. I shouldn't be 2 minutes in to a movie and be confused. It's not something that should happen. We got Eddie Murphy Karate Guy from Super Fights in here. He's a random drug kingpin that we never see again. Like, he's here and he's gone. Go listen to my Super Fights review, by the way. It's very hilarious, and you'll get a lot of fun out of it. Go listen to it and have fun. It's better than Pootie Tang somehow, but you know, but yeah. Anyway, Reggie Cathy is also in here as Dirty D, who's just a dirty motherfucker. Like, literally, he's just a dirty motherfucker. Like, he's covered in dirt. That's the character. He's like, see, I'm dirty. My name's Dirty D. I got dirt on me. It's funny. Laugh. Ha ha ha. Then we get introduced to Pootie Tang, who is quite possibly the most nonsensical character in cinema history. Because what the fuck is Pootie Tang supposed to be? Is he a pimp? Is he a superhero? Is he a time-traveling slave? Like, what the fuck is he supposed to be? Like, I don't have the answers to these questions, and don't worry, because the movie doesn't have the answer to any of these questions either. So, I'm just gonna talk about the randomness that is Pootie Tang. Like, JB Smoove is narrating Pootie Tang's life for some reason, and he gets on my fucking nerves in this movie. I like JB Smoove, actually. Like, I think he's a good comedian, but, like, he gets on my goddamn nerves. It's just like they just throw lines at him to say, like, say this. He's just like, hey, look at this. Look what's going on here. Looking like a... Because there's one part where, like, there's this chick that's drinking milk out of a... Look at that chick drinking milk out of a bowl. It was like, shut up, JB Smoove, please. You shut the hell up. Like I said, like, this movie is very, very random. Chris Rock gets attacked by a gorilla, like, which is probably the funniest scene in this whole movie, like, because it comes out of nowhere. Like, a gorilla just comes over and attacks Chris Rock, and it's funny because gorillas are funny. They're like, I always laugh at gorillas. Like, whatever a gorilla is doing to somebody, I laugh. You know, like, I don't know what it is. Like, anytime they mention gorillas, like, beating somebody up, or they mention, like gorilla rape or something like that, I don't know what it is, man, about that. It's just hilarious to me. I think I talked about that. I did a Trading Places review years ago. This is a couple years back, and, like, you know, there's a gorilla grape scene in that movie, and I was just like, I don't know what it is about that shit, man. Like, it's just funny to me. I don't know. I was like, I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. I can't explain why it's funny, but, like, Chris Rock getting attacked by a gorilla is just hilarious to me for some reason. I don't know. Anytime a gorilla does bodily harm to somebody, for some reason, I laugh. I don't know. But Chris Rock plays multiple characters in this movie, by the way. None of them funny. Believe it or not, like, we actually have a villain in this movie named Dick Lecter, who's played by Robert Vaughn, of all people. He's basically the man. He wants Pootie Tang to pretty much work for him, like, cause, like, Pootie Tang is too much of a good influence on the children, and he's cutting into his business, baby. He trying to make these kids fat and drunk and crackheads. That's what he trying to do. He was like, we don't need Pootie Tang being a good influence on the kids. I don't know how he's a good influence on the kids, because he wasn't a good influence on me in this movie. But he's supposed to be a good influence. I don't know what the fuck. We also get this pointless scene with Chris Rock, JB Smoove, and Mario Joyner, like, that goes just absolutely nowhere. Which is a theme in this movie. Like, we set up stuff and it goes nowhere. We also have Wanda Sykes in this movie as a character named Biggie Shorty, who I guess she's a prostitute. They don't really explain that character. Like I say, set stuff up, they set characters up, and they go nowhere with them, and you're just supposed to figure it out. Cause like, what the fuck is Pootie Tang? What the fuck is Biggie Shorty? What are they? Like what are they supposed to be? Like nothing makes sense in this movie. Chris Rock also gets slapped by Pootie Tang, which is not the last time he gets slapped, but I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. One thing I have to say is that the actor who plays Pootie Tang is very committed to the role. Like, he never breaks character, and he plays it completely straight. So, like, I gotta give him credit for that at least. Stifler's mom is in here as well. I keep forgetting that actress's name, but she's in a lot of stuff. Jennifer something. Jennifer Coolidge. That's her name. It just popped in my head. Jennifer Coolidge. She plays a white lady who's supposed to seduce Pootie Tang because every black man's weakness is a white woman, I guess, which is a very tired trope, and I wish it would stop. I wish it would stop because it makes black men look like such coons. Like, it's just not a good look for us, man. It was like, oh, my weakness is a white woman. Like, the white woman kryptonite. That's like a trope in movies. Like, is white woman kryptonite. Like, a white woman is a black man's weakness for some reason. I don't know. It's a tired trope, and I wish they would stop it. Like, just let it die, please. Especially since everybody's in interracial relationships these days. Like, black women are in interracial relationships. They never do a thing where, like, a white man is a black woman's weakness. They never do that. So they never do that. But or they never do the switch up where, like, a black woman is a white man's weakness. They never do that. But they always gotta do, oh, the white woman, that's a black man's weakness. Like, it's some corny shit. I hate it. But anyway, the other funniest thing in this movie, we're at two funny things in a 90-minute movie. Is when, like, they do this, like, man on the street segment, and, like, they just talk to this, like, random black guy. They just talk to this random black guy who just goes on a rant about how his kids look up to Pootie Tang. I can't really explain it very well. I won't do it justice talking about it. It's something you have to see for yourself. It's like the only thing you have to see from Pootie Tang. Like, it's like the only other funny thing in this movie. But yeah, 90% of this movie is fucking unwatchable. Like, it had a couple chuckle moments, but it's mostly just random bullshit. You know what's funny about this though? What's funny about Pootie Tang is, like, only a couple months later, Zoolander comes out, and Undercover Brother comes out like a year later, which both of those movies have the same premise. They're just executed better. Like, Zoolander is hilarious from what I remember, and Undercover Brother is hilarious from what I remember. I might go back and look at those movies. I was like, what the fuck was this? But for now, they're a step above Pootie Tang. Let's just say that. But yeah, this movie sucks. It's 90 minutes that I won't get back, and now I want to go and smack Chris Rock and jerk off in front of Louis C.K. For making this movie in general. Just making this movie makes me want to do that. But I know it's some random shit, but Pootie Tang is a random ass movie. It's fitting. All right, that's my review. Oh, score is 1 out of 5. Fuck this movie. Join me next week when we're back. It's the month of May, so you know what time it is. It's Wayans month. We're back exploring those kooky Wayans brothers movies. we got a serious one I'm starting off with. It's Keenan Ivory Wayans trying to be a serious action star in 1997's Most Wanted. Until next time, peace.